tap that motherfucker and you're right in.
Hello and welcome to episode 16 of the One Trick Podcast. I'm Brandon, and and who am I joined by?
Bill, and Drew.
What the fuck?
No, not doing it. We're doing it over.
What? Because you didn't even say anything ridiculous. I just thought that was actually something worth having in there because I kind of wanted to rant about.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. It's just a stupid place to start.
I just wanted to be able to talk about I wanted to rant about how many goddamn passwords you need for every fucking thing on the internet, but I guess that's not good enough for Drew.
Fine, whatever. No,
nope,
whatever.
I'm
Drew's
stopping
here.
it.
Whatever.
I'm stopping it. Stopping it.
Why would you stop it?
Because he doesn't want to fucking go with that.
So you just cut it out. Don't stop it.
I'm not cutting shit. I'm not allowed to cut anything. The internet's number one fucking awful podcast. The worst podcast on the internet.
Welcome to One Trick Podcast.
Well, if this isn't the comedy button.
Oh, shit. No, because the comedy button's good.
Should have said it right there.
No, we're keeping it with where we started.
Shit. We're fucking, this is it? This is official? We got this shit going on right now.
I was told I couldn't stop it.
Damn, alright. Well, good episode, guys. Let's keep this momentum going.
Well,
I wonder if there'll be any good stuff going on at E3 this year.
Yeah, fucking, I'm sure, like, the internet's probably sick of it and it's been exhausted other places, but, the whole, like, Nintendo's not having a press conference.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know this. Why?
Because they're idiots. Because they were like, well, we're losing. We're not selling the Wii U at all. Let's not have a big press conference and just let Sony and Microsoft have them. I don't fucking understand that.
It sounds like they have some sort
of
plan.
They're going to do something, but they're not having a big press conference.
But who gives a fuck about the press conferences?
The media.
Yeah, fuck the media.
You're trying to sell a system.
But everyone will be talking about how Nintendo didn't make anything, so they'll get buzz no matter what they do.
Yeah, but it's gonna look like they admitted defeat.
Like IGN's running an article on Nintendo at E3 right the fuck now.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say they weren't gonna be at E3. I said they're not gonna have a press conference.
No, I mean like they're getting talked about more.
Yeah, on IGN, that's a video game site. Those people are gonna hear about everything Nintendo anyway. But I'm talking about
saying,
like
they're
CNN and shit
about.
Covers what happens at E3, like the big fucking.
No, CNN's a fucking joke.
You know what the fuck my point is? Whether or not CNN's a joke. I mean, like the New York Times, like, every major magazine, every major website, everything covers like the big stuff that happens.
Who goes to CNN or New York Times for fucking video game news?
Oh my god!
Nobody that cares about video game news is gonna go to those places.
That's not true though. But the mainstream media, when like they heard about the Wii, like those fucking 100 million people that bought the Wii, they're not fucking visiting IGN and fucking Destructoid and bullshit like that. They're watching the fucking news.
No, fine, but I think the point maybe Drew's trying to make, or at least that I want to make, is that they're now that they have a Wii U, they're gonna want games for it, so they're gonna look for them.
But no one has a fucking Wii U.
Well, you just said that 100 million people that bought one.
That bought a Wii.
Oh, that bought. All right, fine. I thought you were talking about Wii U. Sorry.
Well, the Wii U hasn't sold shit. The Wii U is fucking dead in the water right now, and the fact that they're not having a big press conference to try to revitalize it, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
And I'm just saying, I think they're doing it on purpose.
Of course they're doing it on purpose.
Well, no, I just meant I think they might have a plan.
Of course they have a plan, but I just don't think that their plan's gonna work.
Well, to be fair, you don't know what it is. That's all I mean.
Well, they've revealed their plan. They haven't revealed what they're gonna reveal, but they said that they want to have like smaller they're gonna do like Nintendo Directs, which is fucking YouTube videos on Nintendo's channel to try to promote their stuff. Which, I mean, video game websites and stuff, like, people are still gonna cover what they revealed, but it's not gonna be the spectacle that a big press conference.
I think they might be onto something with that. I really think they might be onto something with that.
Do you really? Have you seen the numbers for the Nintendo Directs? It's like 200,000 people watch those things. It's fucking nobody.
I didn't know because I didn't know they existed.
Exactly, no one fucking does.
But they will.
Dude, they've been doing Nintendo Directs for 2 years.
That's where they announced the sequel to Link to the Past in a Direct.
Yeah, exactly. And your average motherfucker doesn't know that game fucking exists.
I
I
guess.
think they're onto something with it.
I think
that
let's hope so.
I do hope so, because I want some fucking games for the thing. But
Smaller focused videos are going to be a lot more effective than a big rambling spiel.
That's true, because I won't watch long ones.
No, I'm not talking about like one or the other. I of course see the value in these like tighter things that are more focused and like really show off something and really have the time, and like they're not like trying to condense a bunch of different things and cover a lot of bases for a lot of people into one fucking event. But I'm saying the spectacle that the media pays attention to of the press conference is invaluable, and I think they're.
I think E3's time in the sun is over.
Everyone said that for the past 6 years. That doesn't mean anything to me.
The PS4 wasn't announced there. They had their own special event. Like all the major announcements have not come at E3.
No, but it's because
for
of
a long time.
No, but they had a huge event. They had all the press and media go to like this place in New York, and they had this huge event.
That's what I mean. Like they're doing their own stuff now. Like E3 doesn't matter.
I disagree. E3 is very important. Like that's where retailers like start making like their they have all like those meetings and stuff, and they go to all the presentations and stuff, so that they know what they're gonna stock for the coming months and stuff like that. That's the big thing about E3.
Yeah, but I don't think they need a Nintendo press conference to look at the Nintendo stuff and see what they're gonna stock.
No, they don't. But I'm saying when you try to revitalize a dead console, you want as many eyes on what you're trying to present as possible.
True. And let's hope that they have a plan to do that without E3.
I doubt they will. I mean, I understand the idea of like, hey, we don't want to have a giant press conference trying to compete with like Microsoft and PlayStation showing off their like new fucking more powerful consoles. But I don't think it could hurt to have a press conference to be like, all right, here are like the fucking good-looking games that are coming out for the fucking Wii U, and this is why you should fucking buy it. But
maybe they're gonna make more commercials and stuff, like promote some of their games. Like maybe they're gonna put the money, instead of buying a block of E3, into like more profitable things.
Yeah. Like it says right here in the IGN article, the public face of E3 is fanfare for hardcore gamers, and it won't have any effect on the company's fortune, because publications and the rest of the press will pick up whatever news Nintendo puts out, no matter what form.
And who said that?
It's in the IGN article.
Oh,
that's
all right,
what I was trying to say.
Yeah, no, I'm
just
I don't I definitely don't disagree. I just hope it doesn't backfire on them somehow. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I think they need to look at what they're doing. Like they need, like I forgot, somebody high up in the company came out and admitted that people don't want to keep playing the same games over and over anymore. They need to look at doing things differently. So hopefully that actually happens.
No, that's true too, because it does get old.
To be done.
Well, that was the president of fucking Nintendo. That was the top guy, I think.
Yeah, like I said, I knew it was somebody high. I couldn't remember the exact title.
I think it was Iwata, anyway.
No, but it's true, man, because you can only play the same fucking the same game over and over.
Yeah,
so many times.
Like I believe I made my sentiments known in the very first episode of this podcast.
Oh yeah, when you were wrong. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh no. I'm with Drew. I think more. Like I see the differences, but so at some point the differences stop being enough to differentiate. Like they're not big enough to be called differences anymore.
I said that, yeah, they're not big enough differences.
It's just semantics, because to you they're big enough to be called differences, and to me and Drew they're not. That's all it is.
But you have to think of the fact that like they're trying to expose new generations to these things. So it's the fact that like we're fucking 40 years old and have played these games for 30 years doesn't mean shit to the kid that's 12 years old and is playing for the first time.
No, that's true.
You still need to innovate.
I think
you still need to
I think there's a place for both. There just needs to be something that does things different. Like there should be a Mario that's the same for the new Mario Brothers like is kind of like old school to an extent. It's like
Yeah,
Mario
but it has a
3-ish.
new twist on it.
Well, yeah,
Like, but it has a fun new twist on. Well, not anymore because it's been the same game since the very first
what
Mario
was a
Brothers,
fun new
but,
twist?
well, 4 players on screen. It had
Oh,
a
I
different feel
guess
to it altogether.
that's just like almost like a gimmick
But
because it doesn't really work in
the
practice.
the way, but it felt like it had
It did add
the
something new.
more exploration to it than the straight up older 2D side scrollers did.
Yeah,
It felt like a combination of Mario 64 and Mario 3 to me.
I guess it had
felt
the
like somewhere
exploration
in
of
between.
Mario World though. It felt like Mario 3 and Mario World to me, but like with like it was the too shiny cartoon 3D graphic thing doesn't work for me in it though. That's what turns me off. The game doesn't look very appealing.
It looks like a Mario. It looks like a Mario game.
I just don't like how
Mario's-
shiny and smooth they look. It just there's no texture and I don't know. It just
Well, Mario's always been cartoony and
I guess, but like
colorful.
even in Smash Brothers, he looks like he has like more form.
Well, because they wanted to go for a more
No, I know.
mature look to the characters for what the game is.
I just wish it was more like that. That's
Well,
all.
But
I don't
art style
think-
wouldn't fit the games. That art style wouldn't fit the game.
Well, I don't think that the art style is necessarily the. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't think like the cartooniness is what's wrong with the new Mario series. I just don't think they have a really cohesive, fully fleshed out art design. Like it just doesn't seem. It's not a very good art direction on those games.
That's it. That, like the look of it is the only thing I don't really care too much about it because the games are fine. The games are Mario games. If you put 8-bit graphics on them, it'd be a Mario game. But it's just something about the art just makes me less
It doesn't seem
likely
as,
to play it.
It doesn't seem as polished as like any of their other games. Like the art direction in every other game that they make is leaps and bounds better than the new Mario series, I think.
Well,
It does look like it's on
Probably
purpose,
they
though.
sh-
I just don't like that it's on purpose.
It seems like they
yeah,
just didn't put that much effort into it.
No, I don't know about that. I just think they put effort
it
into the
seems like
wrong
they don't
places.
put that much effort into anything anymore.
No, I'm talking specifically about the art in the new Mario games, not the games themselves. I think they definitely put effort into their game.
The new one on the Wii,
No, they just
I think,
just
is
copy
infinitely
paste.
better than the Wii U one is infinitely better than the Wii one. I will say I like it more, but maybe
And whatever your criticisms are about,
I like the DS one the best, but
well, whatever
I
your
haven't played the
criticisms
Wii U
are
one.
about like Nintendo games, like the 3D Mario games, like the main ones, those are not just simple rehashes of the same formula. Like they do a lot different with those games. Like
Yeah, we've been
Galaxy
through
was
this, and
significantly different than fucking 64.
no, it had a new gimmick in the gravity of planets, and that
You
was
guys
it. It
use
played
gimmick
exactly,
fucking wrong. Like like anything
It-
new,
it-
you
it
guys
played-
call a
oh,
gimmick.
it's semantics. That's
No,
what I mean.
it-
It's semantics. To
it
you, it's
played
like a
it
whole
played
new thing, and to
exact-
us, it's
it-
just it's a little twist on the same gameplay.
Yeah, it's Mario 64 with a gimmick. It played exactly like Mario 64 with a gravity
It
gimmick.
played like a 3D fucking platformer. That's how 3D platformers play.
No, that's
felt-
true.
I didn't. It did not feel any like I've played other 3D platformers like Ratchet and Clank. It didn't feel like Mario 64.
Yeah, because Ratchet and Clank feels like
Like-
shit.
Ratchet and Clank was actually fun, but okay.
I've
No,
never
no.
liked one of those games.
No, I'm talking like mechanically, like control wise. Those games do not feel as tight and responsive as a Mario game.
I will agree with that.
Yeah, well, whatever. But even without that, they still felt like They felt completely different. They did not feel like the exact same game I had already played.
No, fine, but you take a company that makes a platformer, and when they make another one, they're gonna keep it somewhat the same.
I'm saying I'm saying they need to mix it up. They
No,
need to-
I'm not disagreeing with
look
you. I'm
at
just
it.
saying I don't think they're
Give-
bad
give-
games.
Give me an
for it.
example of what you could mix up in a Mario game beyond what they
We've been
already
through this.
do.
I am not a designer. It's not my job to come up with it. I don't have any of.
No. I'm just curious
ideas
as to
do
what
it.
you would consider a significant change. Like
something that doesn't feel like the same game I've already played.
So I mean, Mario just needs to control completely different. He has to have different weight,
No,
different
it needs to.
gravity. What?
It just needs to, like, I don't know. I can't.
No, I know what you mean.
It's
It's
not my
like listening to a
It's not
band
my
you don't
job to
like
come
and
up
then
with
being
it.
like, what would you change to make
If
the
it was my
band better?
job, I
It's like,
could
I
sit
don't know.
here and brainstorm and come.
Not sound bad.
Like,
So
if it was my actual job to come up with these ideas, I would be sitting here.
No, I'm
thinking
not
of
asking
them.
you to
I'm
design a
it's not-
fucking game. I'm asking like, I mean,
No,
I'm just trying. I'm just trying to wrap my head around what
are.
your complaint is. I mean, is it literally how Mario controls,
fe-
like how he runs, how he
No,
jumps, how he?
the game's, everything about it. It feels like it feels like Mario 64 with a new skin. It plays exactly the same with. Oh, it's got the new gravity. Whoop-de fucking do.
Well, I don't
they
even.
need to-
This conversation ain't worth having anymore. We've done it like 17 times.
I guess. But to be fair, the gravity thing is actually pretty cool. I just don't know if it necessitates. I don't know. I'm pretty sure aren't they done with the Galaxy stuff anyway?
Yes.
Yeah, so they're not going to make another one anyway.
In Mario 3D Land, like the one for the 3DS was fucking awesome.
I heard it was bad.
No.
Is it good?
No. New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS was not very good.
Oh, all right.
But the 3D Mario game that the Galaxy team made for the 3DS was fucking awesome.
Is that the one that had like the top-down view for some parts and stuff, or was that the Mario?
No, that was probably the one with the top-down view for some stuff.
Oh, all right. So I heard one of them was bad and one of them was good.
You can't find a bad review for 3D Land.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I obviously don't have a 3D S, but I played the demo and it felt like Mario 64 in 3D.
Well, fair enough. Whatever.
Yeah, like I
Whatever.
said, the conversation is not worth having.
But I do agree that they should start like I said, they can still make the games that feel old, but they should do some new shit too.
What?
I also blame the gamers for the status quo, just like I blame comic book readers for the status quo in comic books.
Well, yeah,
because we bitch and moan that they don't change anything, and then when they do change it, we bitch and moan that it's not the same.
well, yeah, no, it's two different groups. It's two different groups, and the one that is unhappy is the one that's vocal. That's why like it's not fair to be the gamers.
But they only see us as they only see the group. They don't.
Oh no,
see
of course.
The
They only see the ones that are mad, like the 500 people out of like the 10 million, or like the 2 million that bought it. Like they see the 500 people that are like, meh. It's like it's not the same, or it is the same, wah. And they're like, oh well, we can't satisfy any of these people. And it's like you're just looking at like a fraction. Like stop.
I need to play Other M.
I just can't stand that they look at.
I want to too, but
What?
I know that's a bad game.
What is?
Other M.
Oh.
What's bad about it? All I've heard was that they mischaracterized Samus. That's all I've heard about it.
I heard they like made her weak and shitty.
No, that too. But
and
the gameplay I heard isn't very good either. It's by the fucking
really
Team Ninja
know
motherfuckers. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
We
It
know
sounded
my
like
thoughts on
it
Team
had
Ninja.
so much potential.
no, it did, but apparently like it's like skillless. Like and you just run in and it pretty much auto targets everything. So you just
that's
run in and
terrible.
hold shoot. And then when you need to switch into first person and aim, like apparently it's ridiculously clunky and like it doesn't feel smooth transition and it's just bad. From what I heard, but I still want to play it.
Well, Team Ninja sucks.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, the Ninja Gaiden games were fine.
Yeah, no, the Ninja.
fuck Ninja
But I
Gaiden.
mean, the team that made the first two Ninja Gaiden games are fucking gone. They don't exist anymore. Like everyone important's gone.
Oh, all right. So it's not even. It's just a name.
Pretty much.
Okay, all right, fine.
We should all know my how I feel.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Ninja
The
Gaiden
fucking
by
boxes.
now.
Those poor boxers just walking down the street, going to the gym.
Yeah. So Drew started a YouTube show called Game
Series.
Over where he
Series.
What?
Series.
What you fucking describe it then.
No, you were doing fine.
Until I cut you off.
So Drew started a new series of YouTube videos called Game Over, where he plays like old school games, typically difficult old school games in plays
Well, no, I won't. It won't just be strictly old school games.
I said
just
typically.
play whatever I feel like.
Well, you said
Yeah,
typically
You
hard.
said typically. Yeah, typically hard.
That's what I fucking said. But and he just plays until he gets a game over, and then moves on to another game.
And all the while he complains about the game. That's pretty much the high point.
I apologize for how awful the first one is.
Or
it's
technical
not gonna get any
difficulties.
Only problem was
I'm talking about actually
what?
everything I said.
Oh, that's what you're apologizing for.
Yes.
The only thing I found wrong with it was just the lack of the game audio, which we already talked about. But
And how it wasn't funny.
The
That kind of sucked too.
only part I liked was the exasperated sigh. That's the only part I liked.
I wanted you to focus more on those weird like dog ninjas. you seem to question their
You
existence.
skirted right over the dog
Yeah.
things.
You were like, "What is that?" And then you moved on.
I ran out of things to say. I couldn't think of anything else to say about him. Like I said,
I also
I'll
commented
revisit
on
Ninja Gaiden later on.
how he thought the football players and the military guys were ridiculous, but like the zombie or
military
ghost
guys I
like
had no problem
throwing
with.
crosses
Military
at
guys I
him
had no
was
problem
fine. He didn't mention a goddamn thing about that.
Listen. I had no problem with the military guys. That makes sense. The ghosts make sense because you're dealing with crazy shit. You expect the villain to, if there's magic going on, you expect the villain to have like necromancy and shit. I could deal with that. Why are there football players in full fucking football gear running around on random cliffs?
Well, if you can summon
That
ghosts,
shit
you can
doesn't make
fucking
sense.
brainwash football players.
The boxers like with the gloves,
But
gloves
why?
on and everything was
Why?
pretty ridiculous too.
But why
The
would you
football players
brainwash-
jumping off
if you-
cliffs though was pretty nuts.
If you have ghosts and fucking mutant ninja dogs and fucking military guys, why would you need to brainwash boxers and football players?
Why not?
What is the point?
To throw
What's the
you the
fucking
fuck
point?
off.
Maybe the like don't you fight like demons and shit, right? Maybe like they were just fucking.
Oh, I never got that far. I don't know.
I mean in Ninja Gaiden games, like I forget what. No, you definitely. It's fucking like demons and shit.
Yeah, you fight like all
Maybe
sorts
they're
of
just
fucked up shit.
maybe they're just emptying the fucking pits of hell and just throwing whatever they got at you, which happens to be the exact same boxer 17 times, but still.
I am not convinced that the boxers were actually enemies.
you were just
I think
cutting
I
people
just
up and they
murdered
were
them.
trying to stop you.
Yeah, I think I was the bad guy in that situation.
Well, you were just a ninja running through the streets of a city, just stabbing
In
anyone
broad
you could.
daylight, cutting people in half. Like a dick. Fucking like bikers and stuff.
Man,
You're just like, fuck
said
you.
This.
But I
Man,
mean,
this is
it's
stuff I
clearly
should've
like
said
after
when
the
I was
fall of
20.
civilization, though. Like, there's no one on the streets besides just like maniacs. Like,
Yeah,
society
maybe
has
it's named,
collapsed clearly.
Ryu Hayabusa.
Well, no, he is one of them. He fits in perfectly with, because like they're just running from right to left, killing anything that gets in the way, and you're running left to right, killing anything that's in your way.
Were they killing anything, or were they only killing the guy that was killing everybody else?
Yeah, they interacted with each other fine. I think Ninja Gaiden starts out after you take down civilization and you're running away from where you just committed your crime. And that's your escape. That's what Ninja Gaiden is. It's just your escape from being an asshole.
Here's what I think. None of it's real. I think
He's dreaming.
It's a
Ryu
video
is the guy-
game. Spoiler alert.
no. I'm talking. Never mind.
No,
I'm not talking about that aspect.
I got it.
Ryu is some guy in a hospital bed who's dying, and this is his fever dream.
It's Eternal Sonata. Eternal
Eternal
Sonata's prequel.
Gaiden.
It's the dream Chopin had before Eternal Sonata.
Yeah. I never played Eternal Sonata, but
It's
I'll
not
go with
bad.
that. Yeah, it's Chopin. Ryu Hayabusa is Chopin as a ninja.
It was after Halloween. He ate too much candy, and that's what he had a dream of. Fucking
Anyway,
cosplaying.
I
as
should have
a
said
ninja.
this stuff in the video. This stuff is gold.
Yeah, no, we
What I said in the video.
we should
was
just
garbage.
dub this
No,
over
but
the
see-
video.
That was my whole fucking thing. Is I wanted one of us to just play a game, and us three comment on it MST3K style, because this is the shit that we would be saying, and it would have. I think it would have
Yeah,
worked.
No, I
think
agree
I
with
would
that.
doing that as long as we do it live.
How? Well, no, that I guess, but
Wait, what do you mean?
he wants to live stream what he's playing and have him.
Oh, that's the only way it would work.
I don't think that's the only way.
Well,
it
no,
would work.
That's the only way I want it to work. I want to comment while he's doing it.
No, but I still think why couldn't it? No, I think that's a good idea, and I think if we could fucking figure out live streaming, which us being completely fucking inept at everything the internet would make that a little difficult. So I think that as a compromise, I think we could still make it funny because we could be like, "What the fuck were you doing there?" And then you could try to defend yourself like after the fact. You'd be like, "Well, fucking man, I don't know how to play the fucking game." You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it could still work.
There's no defense for what I did in Ninja Gaiden.
But I'm saying, us talking about it now. It's not even. We aren't even looking at the fucking video, and it's still. I mean,
no, fine. I guess.
I mean, granted, everyone listening is probably like, "This is fucking terrible." But
no, but if we had
people like behind the scenes shit. People like the commentary.
No, that's right.
Shit,
but that's what I'm saying.
No, it could work either way. It would just be fun to be able to comment while it's happening and make him laugh and fuck up and stuff. Like, it'd be funny.
No, of course. But I'm saying, until we have access to that technology, fine. I don't see a problem with doing something like that.
No, fine.
Well, I mean, and even if you're not the one who wants to fucking do it, like, would you be opposed to me recording Let's Plays without any commentary and having us comment on them? All right.
I'm not
so
into
yes?
the idea. I'm not into it.
Okay, well then we won't fucking.
Why wouldn't you be into it?
I don't like the idea of dubbing, like talking about it after it's happened.
I guess. Well, that's what you're doing right now.
That's my point.
No, this is different. This is behind the scenes, talking about the process of it.
So do you hate video commentaries by like I was watching Evil Dead 2's video commentary with Sam Raimi, the makeup guy, and Bruce Campbell, and I thought that was fucking awesome.
What that is them talking about what they did. Like this is
yep.
us. This is different. This is us making fun of. I don't know. It just feels it feels.
No, it's you talking about what you did and us commenting about what you did, exactly like a DVD commentary.
Yeah, but we didn't actually make the game. We didn't do any work.
So yeah, there would be that layer of us being like, "Oh, remember when I designed that sprite?" Fucking whatever, man. But I mean, whatever.
But they actually have interesting things to talk about.
No, Drew's not into it for a completely ridiculous reason.
No, I mean, I understand. I understand that I have to get used to the idea that anything I ever fucking say, you guys aren't going to be into.
I was into it, motherfucker. I'm fine with it.
No, at least one of you to every single thing.
Oh yeah, we're diverse motherfuckers. Except we're exactly the same.
That can't agree on anything, so we produce nothing but a podcast.
Listen. To be fair, I'm against all my ideas too.
No,
that's true.
I'm aware of that, but I'm saying until we start having trust in each other's bullshit bad ideas, we're never gonna produce anything. So even if one of us is like, "Oh, here's an idea," and the rest of us are like, that might not work, we should still fucking try.
No, that's fine.
But here, listen.
I'm listening.
I'm still not into the idea of a podcast.
No, I know, but see, but at least we're producing some sort of content.
But yeah, I just think we should all do it, even if we don't want to, just because none of us want to do anything.
Well, that's how we all wound up doing this podcast.
Oh yeah, something. Let's keep it going.
And occasionally we are borderline happy with a few seconds of the podcast.
I'm happy with all of it. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
So I'm saying that if we try something that one of us thinks is shit and the rest of us think is okay, or one of us thinks is good and the rest of us think it's shit, maybe we'll find those like moments where it's like, oh, that actually kind of worked. That was kind of funny, or that was kind of entertaining. And what's the fucking harm? We're not doing anything else with our lives.
Yeah. Plus, if it sucks, if it's that much of a train wreck, we just won't post it.
Don't fucking do it again. Or yeah, exactly.
No, I post everything.
Well, fine.
That was more my point. We just won't do it again if it's complete garbage, unless like we can think of a better way to do it.
I posted the first episode of Game Over after all.
That's true. That was a steaming pile.
You were reluctant though.
Yeah, I gave you an out. You were like, should I post it? I'm like, you can just do it again with the fix if you want. And you're like, no, it's up.
I like the idea of not doing it again and just leaving it be as it was.
Well, I like the idea of not having to do more work.
It's done. I don't care. Like, I hope Drew never cooks. It came out like shit. Fucking eat it anyway.
You know, like raw bloody chicken. Like,
I'm not doing it
like,
again.
I'm done.
Why would I have raw bloody chicken?
Oh yeah,
Because
you're
you
a
fucked
vegetarian.
up. That's why. Because you fucked up.
Your fucking head of lettuce would somehow
Turn into a
turn
bloody
into-
chicken.
yeah. Start bleeding, and you'd be like, "Fuck
Did
it."
I go to Whole Foods?
Yeah. That's fucking topical.
Drew's fucking.
I just dated this podcast.
Yeah, you
God
did.
damn it.
Drew's on point.
Do you even know what he's talking about? Bro?
No, I have no idea, but I'm assuming someone found something awful at Whole Foods.
Whole Foods.
No, like a whole bunch of stores up in the Northeast, they switched the chicken salad and the vegan salad.
Oh
the
shit!
labels. Yeah, the vegan salad said chicken salad.
That's some shit right there. Wow.
I'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah, no, that would
And
piss
not
me
even
off.
that. Like there were different allergens in both of them too, so there's an actual health.
Yeah,
problem
yeah.
With it too.
Yeah. Fuck, man, that's some shit. How long ago did that happen?
It was like
It's
I saw it on
dated
the
even
news
more.
like yesterday.
Oh. I thought something
yeah,
weird
or like
happened.
or what was it? May 9th, 2013. Well, the podcast have dates on them anyway. But no, never mind. That doesn't mean anything. I'm an idiot.
It doesn't matter. Shit doesn't matter. But
Dating it in terms of it coming out on a date is not the same thing as dating it with references. I'm retarded.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I don't
that's
see the
completely
difference really, because I mean,
There's a huge difference.
is there? You
Yeah.
know exactly when it happened.
Yeah,
There's a huge difference.
What? Explain to
Yeah,
me what
but
this
because-
difference
Alright,
is.
because-
Like
because
think
new
of a movie
listeners
that doesn't
maybe
really
not get the reference.
Yeah, think of a movie that's filled with pop culture references, or a movie that's just a good story in and of its own. That movie, you're not going to be able to appreciate the same because you don't get the pop culture references because it dated itself with what was happening at that time.
Yeah, but we explained it, so I think that it
Oh,
doesn't
no,
really matter.
of course. I'm not saying that this is the fucking downfall of this episode. I'm just saying.
I just meant like
No, the downfall was when we
the
hit record.
reference. It's not even a reference. It's just a straight up. We said what happened.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that it's not going to be relevant in
But-
fucking a month.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? We never don't talk about things that are on point. So, literally every episode is the episode was dated before I mentioned Whole Foods. So I don't know why
That's
we're carrying
true.
on.
We're talking about E3 and Nintendo not doing whatever.
That's true.
So yeah, we do that shit every single
That's
time.
all we do, yeah.
Yeah. We'd have nothing to talk about unless we talked about current shit or past shit.
Yeah, or old games.
Let's talk about the future, guys.
We can't.
Let's
Future
talk-
new set pics are out for Turtles.
The one I've only seen the one
I haven't
shot of
seen
her
it.
in the April O'Neil shirt.
Oh, the back.
Jacket.
Yeah,
Well,
I saw
they
some
showed the
dumb shit.
They showed the actors in the motion capture shit.
Did they show what the actual turtles look like? Because I have not seen.
No,
All right.
no, they should. It's all.
Well,
fuck,
Jesus
it's gonna
Christ.
be CG motion capture.
That's all I
It's
want to
gonna
see.
look
I just want to
fucking
see how
awful.
bad they look.
I haven't really seen any CG mixed with live action that looked believable.
Well, no.
Oh no, it's gonna be.
I mean,
it's
like
gonna
a
be
CG
hot
character
trash.
interacting with.
It's gonna be Transformers all over again.
No, but at least with Transformers, like you can almost mix CG like robotic things because like the line, like you know what I mean. Like you can really create like a really good texture in their fucking. They're not organic.
Well, maybe
like
if he had decent character designs, it would.
no, you know what I mean. I think it's easier to do something mechanical and mix it in, but when you need like something
Well,
that
yeah,
needs to
no, something
move,
that's so far out of the something that's gigantic like that is different than a human
Yeah,
size.
you can suspend disbelief or like I forget what the phrase is, but you can accept it because it's already ridiculous.
and like even as good as like fucking like Gollum looks in the Lord of the Rings movies, like that still looks like that's a fucking computer generated thing mixed with real people.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
and I doubt they're gonna
miss
put that
the
much
old-
work.
Oh, I guarantee they will.
I
think
miss,
they will.
I
It's
miss
fucking
practical
Michael Bay
effects,
with a
man.
huge
I
budget.
miss practical.
Well, I meant for Golem, they just had one of them though.
Gollum.
Gollum, Smeagol,
The
whatever.
character is
Fuck.
Gollum. The ancient robots are golems.
Fine. I know that. Thank you. I didn't know what a golem was. I don't read Tolkien. I'm not a douche.
We're fucking nerds, man.
It's called
read
Tolkien
fucking-
fans douches.
Brian Sanderson. Who the fuck is that guy?
Brandon Sanderson?
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
No,
My
whatever.
entire point. I don't even fucking know.
I enjoy his writings. But anyway, I just four turtles running around doing action shit is not going to be able to have the same detail as Gollum, like making facial expressions and doing all this shit. Like I just don't see.
And it's still Gollum, didn't mean to call you Gollum, but like Brandon said, it still looks like it didn't fit.
I kind of have the
That's terrible.
I have the physique of Gollum. Like if I take my shirt off, I kind of look like him.
Yeah, just hunch over.
I was gonna say he hunches over automatically.
Yeah.
But
catch a fish and eat it while it's still alive. You got it down.
let's go to Whole Foods.
I don't know if
It
that
doesn't
works.
really work.
No, it didn't work. That's why I said it. You guys expected me to make sense and try and be funny.
We're supposed to be a comedy trio, Bill.
Yeah.
That means all three of us have to be funny.
Yeah, but see, me being stupid
At
makes
least
us
one
all
of
look
us has to
better
be.
because you guys can take the high road and save us. But sometimes you don't, and that's on you.
But yeah, I really miss the Henson costumes and puppets.
No, of course, the
Shit
old
like that.
the old movies were fucking awesome.
That shit looked believable.
It
Yeah,
really did.
It really did.
It really
because
like
it was real fucking.
Well,
it
yeah.
was actually fucking happening like in front of the people.
they well, yeah. It's you don't have to suspend disbelief because they're actually standing
and,
right there.
And all the lighting was legit. Like those things were being lit the same way that the scene was, and the
Yeah.
actors were.
No, it
Legit.
just and the costumes were actually not bad. Like the costumes were good.
No, it was Henson Workshop. Of course they were going to be.
Well,
good.
yeah, I just
But
mean
Imagine what they could do now if they tried to do something like that. Like all the technology could be smaller. They could have like really minute facial movements and stuff. Like they could probably do it so much fucking better.
Like, can you imagine if Jurassic Park was made nowadays instead of back when it was made?
They're making Jurassic Park 4.
I thought they canceled that.
It's put on hiatus. They're still.
Oh,
gonna do
alright.
it, though.
I don't know. I don't want to hear anything about Jurassic Park 4.
Yeah,
I didn't want to hear anything about Jurassic Park 3.
no, 3 was
No,
Three's a hot mess.
I think 3's the one that they want to forget, and I think they're actually trying to do something good with this one. But I mean, who fucking
we'll
knows?
see.
Let's compare the CG dinosaurs to the practical effect dinosaurs.
No, I agree.
Well, yeah, no, of course, but like
But I mean, even,
a T-Rex
even
and
for
a
back
brontosaur.
then, even for back
pretty
then,
big.
I still think like the raptors and stuff when they're running around, that shit still looks good. I think.
Yeah, no, it does because, I mean, because it was good.
Yeah, but they were still CG though.
No, they weren't.
Some
Yes-
of them
yes,
were.
they were.
The ones that you could see their full body and they were running around. They were not robots.
All the close-up scenes were like they would like look around or something like that, and like they wouldn't have to fucking move. That was all practical, yeah. But there was plenty of CG. dinosaurs.
I guess I only remember the like those scenes then.
But it's because
It's
the scenes
fucking
with
20 years since I've seen the movie.
and the scenes with CG, like they were really like strategically picked for like when it was like, oh, like they're running and it's kind of quick an action scene, and then when like it was spent any time looking at them, they
'cause
really made them.
Spielberg used to be an intelligent director.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe you should
Yeah.
start to do that again.
And I mean, and the guy who's directing this isn't a huge director, and like he doesn't have many movies under his belt, and the movies that he does aren't necessarily great. So I mean, who knows?
What movies has he done?
Who is he? I think
Uwe Boll?
if I'm not mistaken, it's the guy that made Safety Is Not Guaranteed or whatever.
Is that the time traveling?
Yeah, it's that little
I didn't
indie
see
time
it.
traveling movie.
But
I have never heard of that in my life.
I saw it on Netflix.
Yeah, I watched it on Netflix. It's not that bad.
I got it
Oh
on
wait,
my Netflix. queue.
did he base it off that fucking Craigslist ad?
It was
that
yeah, I think
viral
so. It was like a
became a meme?
newspaper ad, and like these people went to investigate it.
blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
that's all I know about it.
He made a movie based on a fucking
Was there actually?
an
Was
ad
it?
that went viral.
No,
I think oh.
I've seen a picture that's like this guy saying like I need a partner to go back in
Safety is not
time.
No, but
guaranteed.
I'm saying, was that really a legit Craigslist ad back in the day that went viral?
Yes,
I'm
it
pretty
was
sure it
legitimate.
was. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, word is that it was real. I mean, I don't know. Maybe someone trolled everybody, but either way, it happened, and people, it's a thing.
Oh. This entire podcast, I've been
You have to
playing
bring your own
Luigi's
weapon.
Mansion on the 3DS. Just,
How's a survival horror treating you?
it's fucking. It
Oh,
captures every fucking whatever you call it. It meets all the criteria of a survival horror game.
There's so
It
much
really
blood.
does. It's not about blood.
I never said blood.
No, but there's so much of it.
No,
But
I wasn't trying to.
I haven't played the
Like you guys know.
I haven't played the 3DS version, but the GameCube version was like a little kid's survival horror. Like there's
fine,
no question
fine.
about it.
Maybe that's why I hated it so much.
I didn't like it either.
The new one's way
Can't believe
better.
That shit was like I like Luigi way more than Mario, but Luigi's Mansion can eat a dick.
It's a lot better. It's a lot more varied. There's a lot more to do. There's a lot more.
It looks good. I mean, I will say I'm looking at it right now, and it looks good. Do you got the 3D on?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so. Why?
Because it's I don't
Fucks with your eyes or something?
know. No, it's just it's hard to maintain the sweet spot if you're like looking around trying to.
Oh, all right, I gotcha. Could you
Yeah,
let me see the 3D
Like I
for
said,
a
I've
second?
only experienced.
Oh, and another thing.
Experienced the.
What's up?
I've only experienced the 3DS in as a store demo, but yeah, I wasn't impressed with the 3D at all.
No,
the 3D is
cool.
good.
The 3D is cool sometimes. It really is. And
Yeah,
The-
sometimes when you get it exactly right, looking at the exact right angle.
I never had a problem with it.
It's really not that hard to like, especially. I mean, it all depends. But anyway, one of the things I hate about a lot of 3DS games is that they'll have good 3D, but then they'll have like motion
Bad
stuff,
games.
like that use like the fucking gyroscope and stuff. And like you can't move the system around and maintain the sweet spot easy at all. And it's like, oh, move the system around to look. It's
I
it's
know.
on.
I'm trying to
That sounds obnoxious.
change it.
Well, I know, no,
Even
it
without
is. That's
3D,
what I'm
that
saying. So
sounds
like,
obnoxious.
it's like if I have to move the system around to look ever, 3D should not be fucking on. It should.
but like I was saying, like even without the 3D, that sounds obnoxious.
Yeah, no, it is. Granted, I guess that's more the point. That should never be in a video game ever. Like having to look, like move the system around to look anywhere. Like, oh, we have gyroscopes. Isn't this fun? No, it's not fucking fun. Did you even move around?
Yeah, I did. I walked around though. I shut it off. Oh no, I turned it all the way up.
No, I turned it off.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I shut it off.
No, but the 3D is
So
legit.
this is
Yeah, this went off the rails a
what
little
we're
bit.
talking about.
But the 3D is good.
And the game's really good too. It's much better than the first one.
I need to get the
only
Pokemon.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only reason I want a 3DS is because of Pokemon X and Y.
Dude,
Even though I still need to play Black and White too.
there's like Fire Emblem's fucking awesome. Luigi Mansion's good. Mario 3D Land, fucking And I know
Fire
you.
Emblem's another game that hasn't changed since the very first iteration.
Which one?
Fire Emblem.
Oh. Well, seeing as how I've never played one.
Well, and whatever, and like I know you don't give a shit, but
Are they gonna make
fucking-
an Advance Wars 3D?
What?
They gonna make an Advance Wars 3D?
They probably will. I hope they do. Those are good games too.
I suck at them.
But,
I've never played one.
And Link to the Past fucking 2. I don't care what you think about it, but I can't fucking wait for that game.
I just think when they made a 3D, they made some things look weird.
Well, of course, it's gonna look weird compared to the old one.
Yeah, I just mean like I don't like when they turn 2D games into 3D because sometimes like things look skinnier, like thinner and taller and stuff, and it's like I don't know.
It worked for Final Fantasy 3.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I think Final Fantasy 3 looks fine on the DS, and
I don't
of
remember
course
what
they pretty much
I don't remember what the
it
original
was
looked like.
for the NES.
I was gonna say,
It was for the
wasn't
NES, that's what it
3
looked
like
like.
not in America?
Yeah, it was the first U.S. release was on the DS
Okay.
as the 3D version.
All right. That's what I thought. I just wish they'd. I don't know. They should just remake some of these games like for real systems and add stuff to it instead of just like I just because I want to play some of these games, but I don't. I hate handheld systems.
I pretty much only want to play handheld systems and PC.
Nah. I'd rather use my TV or a. I'd rather console or PC, but handheld just I can never like either I have to hold it up in front of my face and like if you play for any stretch of time your arms get sore, you know, like holding it up or I have to bend my head down and hurt my
Do your
friggin'
arms
neck.
get sore when you're reading a book? Do your arms get sore when you're reading a book?
No, because I put it down on a fucking table and I can support my head because I don't have to use my hands.
You read books on tables?
Yep.
I don't think I've ever read anything but a textbook on a table.
I put my Kindle down and eat a snack or drink something, and I can lean on my
that's the
head.
only time I set it down to read is when I'm doing something else with my hands. But if I'm reading and doing nothing else, it's in my hand and I'm looking at it.
Oh no, my hands are under my chin, supporting my fucking neck.
Well, I'm an old man too. Like I don't read anything that's. I read everything in actual book form.
No,
I don't read.
I would,
e-books.
but it's
but
expensive.
even back when I was reading actual books, when I was behind the times, I still held it in my hand and I did.
Well, you kind of have to.
See, I don't
They have
agree with
things
the
that you
whole
can-
idea of it being behind the times. Like I love, like being able to be like, oh, I love this book, and then like letting someone borrow it, and like you have it forever, and it's I don't know. I really like that whole.
No,
thing.
I like it too. It's just it's not practical
It,
for me to buy.
it takes up room and it serves no practical purpose whatsoever to have a physical book.
Well, it serves no practical
I'm
purpose to
glad-
have any books, period.
Well,
So I mean, it's
I
semantics.
completely disagree. Like my book is never gonna not have a charge. You know, I'm never gonna need to like plug in my book. I'm never gonna need to let someone borrow my $500 fucking e-reader to, or tablet or whatever to let them read a fucking book that I like.
Or
It
you
serves
just
plenty
send
fucking
them
practical
the data
purpose.
file.
Says what?
No, you send them the data file because you're pretty much the only person left that doesn't have an e-reader.
You can't just send them the file.
Yeah, you can.
You can
Bullshit.
It's called copy pasta, motherfucker.
illegally.
Oh, I guess, but I mean, if it's
No, it's no different than lending them your physical copy of the book.
well, it is different because now there's two copies. It's like if you duplicated your actual physical book and gave them the copy.
I don't think anyone sees letting someone borrow a book the same as piracy.
It's not piracy if you're giving somebody that you know. A copy.
It is like they read it for free.
It is absolutely piracy.
It is like they read it for free if you fucking.
No,
let 'em borrow
I'm
the
not.
book,
I'm not
too.
using Bill's argument. I agree with you that didn't work, but
How did no? Well, from their standpoint, they got out of the book what you're supposed to pay for the book for.
oh no, of course they don't like it. I'm not saying they love the idea of people letting people borrow books,
No,
but
I'm just saying the only difference is they can do something about piracy. They cannot do something about lending the book, so they have to let it slide.
They can't do shit about piracy.
Well, what I just mean, I'm just saying that if they caught you, they could do something about it. They couldn't with
But
a
it's not
borrow.
piracy.
No, but what
like,
you're
if,
talking.
if I said, "Hey, I got this to one of you two. Hey, I got this. Let me give you the file." That's not piracy. That's
Of course it is.
Giving no, it's not.
Because
It's
the file's
exactly the same.
Does the file still
Is it
exist on
piracy
your
if-
Kindle?
I usually delete it when I'm done.
Jesus fucking Christ. You know what I fucking mean. Like, you could, the way you're talking, be like, oh, I have this book on my fucking Kindle. I'm gonna send you the data file, and it's still going to exist on mine and on yours. That's like that's not like letting someone borrow a book. That's like being like, oh, I have this book. Let me reprint a copy of
That's
it.
what I said.
No,
I wasn't listening.
Oh, that's
it's
exactly what I
It's
said.
the equivalent. It's the equivalent of like you have to look at things a little bit differently because it's two different media. It's essentially the same as letting It is the
No,
equivalent,
it's
it
a
is the digital equivalent of lending a book.
No,
It is the digital
it is not.
equivalent of a book.
It is a digital equivalent of reprinting the book and giving it to someone for free.
No,
Yes, but
it's
well,
not.
this is semantics because the end result is exactly the same in both cases. You read the book and get what you want out of it, and they do too.
I don't think they see it the same way because it's another copy of their copywritten material. I mean, it's fucking copyright. It's a copy of the material.
In the other difference is with a book, it actually costs them money to print it. So it's like if you stole the book and gave it to somebody else, because that's a physical copy that they needed money to physically print it. But they already made that file, and then they can transmit it to everybody. So they're not actually losing anything by you letting someone quote unquote borrow or giving them a file. The only difference I think is that they can actually persecute people that do it. I think that's the only real difference.
But there's
I think
no
you mean
limit to
prosecute.
the amount
I
of
think you
people
mean
you can get
prosecute.
send that file
And
to.
there's no limit to the amount of people you can let borrow it.
It's exponentially a greater number of people. I mean, I'm not going to let how long would it take 1,000 people to borrow my one book?
Yeah, but what motherfucker is
you know
gonna
1,000
let
people?
someone borrow it
Do
1,000
you know?
times?
No, that's what I'm saying. But with a digital file like that, a copy of the book that can be redistributed 1,000 times in a second. You know what I mean? Like, it's a huge fucking difference.
It's not. You're completely wrong.
And the other
End of
thing
discussion.
is, people that
So,
pirate
hey.
are the people that aren't gonna buy it in the first place. So
No, but if it's super easy, some people... I don't agree with that. If you make it easy enough to get your thing, most people aren't going to pirate it.
most people aren't gonna pirate it just because they don't they don't trust it. B, they don't know where to go to not get viruses, and C, most people aren't that computer savvy that they're going to do it.
No, I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that the argument of the people that we're gonna pirate it are gonna pirate it no matter what. People pirated music forever. For fucking ever, because it was like, oh well, there aren't like a CD store near me or whatever. Like this, some barrier, like this music's not out there, like it hasn't been released digitally
it's
or
not
whatever.
worth the fucking cost that they're trying to get out of you.
No, but I'm saying since iTunes, like since it's like integrated, super fucking easy, like 99-cent thing, more people are buying music like that than ever. Like
Yeah, they
people
do the
that
same
would
thing
be
with
pirating.
ebooks,
but
though.
And
The
I
same
will say
I
that-
agree, but we're talking about pirating ebooks.
It's the same thing about
I
pirating
will
music.
say that
And I think it happens less the easier it is to get the stuff. So I don't think that the argument of the same people that would pirate it are going to pirate it no matter what.
No,
Like,
I do, because it's so easy for people to buy it. The people that are
but
going to buy
ebooks,
it, it makes
ebooks
it...
aren't cheap.
They're cheaper than a regular
Not
one.
much.
No, fine. They're a couple bucks. I'm not
Yeah,
promoting
because-
piracy.
I
I'm
don't
just
even,
saying...
I don't even know
the
what I
assholes
was
that
trying to
don't
get at with this.
My point is the people that would buy it, that pirate instead, are a very, very, very small number.
None of this fucking matters.
So I don't think it really affects much.
All I was trying to say was that it's definitely looked at differently than borrowing a book.
Well, obviously, I'm not.
by
I
the
just,
companies. By the companies.
Yes,
It's
that's
not.
No,
exactly.
by any thinking human being. I think.
By intelligent people, it's not.
I disagree. But I guess I'm an idiot.
not
No,
intelligent.
it's just the end result is the same. Multiple people get to enjoy from one
All right,
thing.
we-
It's
we're
like
just repeating
borrowing a
ourselves.
video
We're
game.
just repeating ourselves now.
I'm
So
not,
stop.
because I'm aware of that. But I
I like to
still-
repeat
I
myself.
still disagree.
So, I was worried that when I heard that Paul Giamatti was cast as Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 2, I was worried that he wasn't going to really fit the role. But they
I don't know
released
who
a
that is.
picture of him, not in the.
Paul Giamatti's a sloppy looking dude. I wouldn't expect
Oh.
him to be the Rhino.
Yeah, but
The Ram?
they released it.
Rhino.
He's not in a Rhino suit, but they did a good job of making him look like a brainless thug.
Really?
So yeah, it's on IGN first official photo of Rhino.
I'll have to look at it. Paul Giamatti's getting pretty old too. Like, I don't know. I don't know anything about Rhino though. I don't know what he's supposed to look like.
Does he look like Rocksteady?
No, he doesn't look anything like Rocksteady.
Damn it.
Now he has a human face and rhino horns on his head.
No, that's
and
weird.
a gray suit, giant gray suit. He's kind of like a weaker version of the Juggernaut, like power wise.
yeah.
Well, even a weaker version still pretty intense, right?
Well, no, he's there's a reason he's
Yes.
one of
Yeah, I was gonna say
Spider-Man's
he is a
most
super villain. He's
popular
just-
villains.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm pretty sure
But
there's a lot
I
of
think
weaker versions of
I
Superman running around. So
I think Juggernaut doesn't get the respect he deserves from Marvel. Like they job him out to everybody. He shouldn't. He should be an Avengers level threat. With like, given his power set and what he can do.
is
Like,
he?
should be
Isn't he
Avengers
dumb? Isn't
level.
I kind of thought he was just like isn't
No,
Juggernaut
he's not-
essentially
he's
a
not-
weaker version of the Hulk?
No, he should like if he's written correctly, he goes toe to toe with Hulk, and they both just
Oh yeah,
walk away. Like there's nothing that they can really do to each other.
really? I didn't think
Really, no, like,
Juggernaut was that strong.
no, he's brutal. Like I said, he should be an Avengers level threat.
He's like unstoppable
When-
once he gets going, right? Isn't that his whole thing?
Yeah, he can't be stopped. He doesn't need air. He doesn't need food. He's invulnerable. He's super strong.
He sounds like if he could fly, he'd be able to beat the shit out of fucking Superman.
He probably could.
Shit. They should do a crossover
Yeah.
where fucking Superman jobs to Juggernaut.
Yeah, but he just like backhand Jugs, and Jugs will fly away because nobody knows how to write him.
Oh, fine, I guess. But no, I just thought it was one of those like, yeah, he's like incredibly strong, but there's like tact and he almost seems like a training. You know what I mean? It's like,
No,
what do you do
he's not
against
dumb,
like he's like a test question. Like, what do you do against something that
Right.
like can't be stopped and is just strong? It's like, oh, outsmart him and trap him or something.
Yeah, well, no, he's not a genius by it, but he's not dumb. Like he was fighting Thor, and Thor threw Mjolnir at him.
Yeah,
What the fuck is
And-
that?
his hammer.
Kane
That's his weapon.
and
Fucking nerd. You
Juggernaut,
couldn't just say his hammer.
well, it's got a name, Mjolnir.
Well, yeah, but who the
So,
fuck
like,
knows that shit?
Anyone that
Anybody
knows
that
Thor.
knows Thor, like this extends beyond the comic book Thor. This is fucking Norse
Nordic god
has
Thor.
Mjolnir.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know. I guess I don't know shit.
But go on.
But no, like, and then so Juggernaut grabbed it and flew back at it. Like he was like,
Yeah, I
he,
see.
He can think on his feet. He's not a genius. Like
No, but he's
He's
used to
pretty average
fights.
intelligence.
He he's smart enough
he's
in a
average
fight.
intelligence, and yeah,
I gotcha. That's pretty cool. So he used it. He used the hammer as a boomerang to go right back at fucking Thor.
yep.
That's pretty cool. I think I heard. I think we talked about this before, because somehow I remember that.
Not on the podcast, anyway.
No, of course not. I
No,
was like, that
I need
sounds
to read
familiar.
more, I need to read more Juggernaut stuff. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
I
I
just don't like the X-Men, and he's mostly X-Men.
yeah, and that's where he was in the show all the time too.
Well, he's Professor X's brother, so
No,
No,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
I
stepbrother.
think I did at one point, but I don't fucking.
They didn't. Did
I don't
they,
like
they
Marvel
didn't even
that much.
seem. Did they even reference that in the movies?
no.
I didn't think so.
No, they just made Juggernaut some asshole mutant who
Some British
didn't have any
asshole
of his actual
guy?
powers.
That
That
reference.
reference to me.
Fucking internet fucking meme.
Which that video I was telling Bill the other day, that video is grown up.
Yeah, no,
I
it's-
hated it at first.
Oh, dude, it's fucking hilarious.
No, it's hilarious now. But I hated it at first.
Oh, Drew, that's the thing about Drew. Drew will hate everything until like 6 years later, and then he'll be like, "Hey, you know that thing? It's kind of cool." And I'm like, "You motherfucker!" Always
I
with
acknowledge
everything.
that I always acknowledge that it has grown on me. I never just out of nowhere pretend like my old hatred of it didn't happen.
No,
Really
I'm
give you
not
that
saying
much.
I'm not saying you deny it or anything. I'm just saying it's infuriating that it even happens at all. Because like you could appreciate things so much more, and
And be
We-
able to
like-
actually
like I-
and talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like we could
Like I've
talk
said,
and
I
laugh
hate,
about
I
it
hate
together
being
instead
told
of.
to like things. I hate being told to like things.
Well, don't.
when somebody
It's
says,
not.
"Hey,
It's
you
not
should-"
being told to like it. It's like, hey, this is funny. I
No.
want to know if you like it, and then you just get this idea. It's like he wants me to like it, so I'm not gonna like it. It's like, why?
But no, but a lot of times when I first experience like stuff like that, I actually do hate it. If I discovered it on my own, I would have hated it anyway.
Well, fine. I'm not saying, yeah, fine. But either way.
Speaking of not hating things immediately, did you I should tell the listeners that we don't have.
Tell them.
I recently found out about
We have
something
7
from
very avid
1997.
listeners. Sorry, what?
You cut them
From
off.
1997. In 1997, some scientists did an experiment. They surveyed people for what they most look for in a song and what they look for the least in a song, and then they made 2 songs based on that criteria: the most wanted song in the world, most unwanted song. And the most wanted song, as you can probably imagine, is fucking boring, generic R&B adult contemporary bullshit. The most unwanted song, however, is like 22 minutes of beautiful madness. I
What are these songs
love that
called?
song.
That's what they're called. The most
I just
wanted
told
and the
you.
most unwanted.
How would a person find them?
Just go to YouTube. That's what I
I
did.
imagine YouTube, yeah.
Just type in the most wanted song and the most unwanted song.
I might have to do that.
Yeah,
That sounds interesting.
I
do it right
want to
now.
hear that shit too. Are there lyrics or is it just music?
Oh yeah, no, they're singing, and the most unwanted song has a rapping opera singer
Jesus.
and bagpipes and cowboy music and a children's choir saying "Shop at Walmart."
See,
It's
See,
pretty
I
amazing.
think
It's
It's madness.
it's wonderfully disjointed.
but
It's
I
amazing.
think for that thing to really have been somewhat more viable, I think it should have been instrumental only. I think adding lyrics makes it too subjective to opinion, like even more so than.
No, you need to hear it before you say anything.
Okay, fair enough.
It's
Plus, like, some people don't appreciate instrumentals without music anyway, so I mean, it's the same thing either way. Like,
But I
some
mean-
people will like it because it has lyrics, and some people won't because it has lyrics.
But I mean, there's a lot to the theory of like how notes are arranged and stuff like that makes it pleasing more than there is like a theory or a science to vocal like lyrics, because like someone can just not like someone's like the tone of their voice or the pitch of it or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
I guess it's just like you
And
said before.
especially-
It's just more organic. That's
No, but-
the
and
only
especially-
variable.
Well, I don't know. I mean, sometimes like lyrics can be poorly written, and what if like they like everything else was perfect, but they just like poorly wrote the lyrics?
Oh no, of course, but
'Cause that can pull you out of a song no matter how good it sounds. It's like that's a stupid thing to say.
no, I agree with you. I'm just saying it's a subjective art form. So I mean, whatever you do,
Well,
I know,
someone's
but
gonna be unhappy.
it just seems less scientific with adding the lyrics to me.
Like,
But like I said, I'll listen to it and I'll make my own fucking.
well,
it
I'm sure
is a
they
ridiculous
went
experiment.
over-
So whatever.
yeah, it was just pretty ridiculous to begin with. And but I'm pretty sure they went into lyrics and singing and all that stuff. It seems like they were pretty thorough, judging by the 2 songs.
I know. I just think it would.
Because-
I would be interested to hear the instrumental version.
Because honestly, with the most wanted song with better production and a popular name attached to it, I could see being a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sucks.
I honestly,
All right. Well, fucking, like look that up on YouTube. Fucking send us an email letting us what you thought of it. Or anything about the show or comments or anything, whatever the fuck, at podcast@otpentertainment.com. Follow us on
Any-
Twitter at One Trick
any-
Podcast. What?
any suggestions for Let's Plays or Game Overs? Let's Play at otpentertainment.com.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And also to that, send if you like my idea of MST3K style or audio commentary like after the fact or someone play, because I like that idea.
Yeah, choose during or after, and let us know what you think.
I mean, we'll do. Hopefully, we'll do both, but I just want to hear what anyone thinks.
Yeah, well, yeah. If people want it one way or the other, it'd be nice to know.
And if like you just think Drew's wrong in general, just send a hateful email to him.
Yeah, no,
Podcast.
I'm
But I
hoping
thought I
for a
was the
lot of
favorite.
those.
Podcast at
I
otpentertainment.com.
thought I was the favorite. How are they gonna hate on me?
You are the favorite.
You're like fucking you're the heel that everyone cheers for.
It's kind of like reverse psychology. They're gonna send emails about hating me.
Or you're the
And
face that they boo. I mean, whatever, whichever way you want to see it.
No, they're gonna hate on Bill. Is what
I'm the heel
that's
that they hate.
My money's on Bill getting all the hate mail.
I think I'll get my fair amount myself.
I don't think
Well,
we'll
no, I
get
think
any
we're all gonna get
because
a
no
lot
one
of
likes
it.
us.
I think people will hate my voice the most.
No, my voice is killing them right now.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. So send your messages to podcast.
Have you guys heard my voice?
Yeah, your voice is fine. Send your messages to. It's the things that come out of your mouth. The words less than the sound. Podcast at otpentertainment.com. Facebook at One Trick Podcast. What was it? Let's play at otpentertainment.com.
Yep.
Fucking watch Game Over on our channel on fucking YouTube. And
Updated when I feel like it.
what?
Updated when I feel like
Oh.
it.
Yeah, it's fucking random. Yeah, fuck off. Peace.